sad that I watched one of them, and the other one was it was all right.
You were sad to watch one?
Oh yeah, I watched the Santa Claus 3, and I remember now why I don't like it, because I don't know, it's
You mean like the Tim Allen
one from like 2006 or so.
Was Tim Allen in the third one?
Well, he is playing the role of Santa, so
Oh, okay.
he was
All right
in it. But you never know. It could have been all done with computers. All that CGI they keep doing. Like right now, I'm a CGI character. I'm not really here. I'm just
actually your background is CGI. The only thing that about your image that isn't CGI is you.
Oh,
that I'm aware of.
Let's fix that then. Let's see.
Glitch.
Let's see. How about Merry Christmas!
Yeah. Okay. So it's
I'll go with this.
We're at the halfway point. Day 12.
It is day 12. Yes. What are we doing? Why are we here?
It's a Wonderful Time for a Beer Advent Calendar for 2020 from Parallel 49 in Vancouver. Shane, open up day 12. Tell us what it is.
Day 12. Hang on, I gotta get the Santa glasses out here. Day 12 is Mr. man.
It's
Mr. Needles, the Fir Pale Ale, 5.3 alcohol by volume, and just from historical significance, basically we're about to drink a pine tree. So
yes,
let's dive in.
I'll see if maybe I feel differently about it this year, but in years past, it's like going out to the forest, picking up a bunch of needles it's probably the fourth time. It never grows on me.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that is. Okay, well, here, hang on. Let me.
So I tell you what, while you pour, I'm going to be reading the. Huh?
I'm going to bring up their Instagram just to see what they say about it, because this is actually the first time they've written any text for it. For day 12, half full or half empty, however you want to see the glass, we've hit the halfway point through It's a Most Wonderful Time for a Beer. To commemorate hitting the midway mark, we welcome back the wonderful Mr. Needles, hints of citrus, resin, and spicy fir needles combined with light and slightly bitter hops from Chinook, Columbus, and Simcoe. Dry and easy to drink, says you. A lightly bready malt, Mr. Needles really brings the holiday cheer with a lingering, good word choice, lingering fir needle aftertaste.
It never leaves.
Holy hell. Wow.
I still taste last year's.
They know that, okay, the peanut gallery has a face. All right, try it. Let's see your initial. Oh, God. She just sniffed it and she was like, oh, good.
Well, I've been hankering for some resin.
Ah, man. Did they do this on purpose just to make us feel gross? All right. Oh. That is not a hint of resin. It's like it was last time, and probably the time before that. Just like, Joe, Barry, bring along the trees. We're just gonna right through the wood chipper. Yep, straight into the vat. And then after that, stab a few great Douglas firs, and we'll drain some sap. And oh man,
it tastes like dirt.
You know what this is? This is Christmas tree blood. That is what this is. It is sacrificed Christmas trees through a chipper, and it's.
I mean, I'll finish it. I finish it every year. But man.
Oh my God, I'm salivating. Oh, yuck. That was gross. Okay, so let's try and do this like this is the best beer we've ever had. Here we go. Fat Tug after murdering a Christmas tree. I can't do it. Oh my god! Wow! Whoa! Oh wow! Whew.
It's not a great offering. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's a staple for them. It's in every single advent calendar pack that they do. I love the consistency. But that's the only improvement I would say that would make this thing more palatable is to raise it from a 5.3 ABV to like maybe an 8% or something like that. I mean, holy hell.
It would be like that cough medicine where they embrace the fact that it tastes terrible and
it tastes awful, but it works.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mr. Needles, I do not miss you at all. But I'm gonna drink you. Wow, yeah. So for anyone who has not had Mr. Needles, you're really missing out. Because it's one of those beers that you just have to try in order to really say that you've had it, because it's really awful. It's
some people like it. Some people really dig this kind of like the whole spruce tip piney kind of flavored IPAs.
Spruce tips are one thing. Spruce, you go out, you pinch off the tips of the branches of the new growth, and you put that in. It has a really interesting, nice taste to it. Where it's like this is like some guy who dresses up in a ninja suit, wanders around the forest, and sneaks up on Christmas trees before they've been cut down for sale, and just like stabs them, and then chokes them out, and then takes them to a chipper, and then throws them in in the Fargo movie, with the jamming of that guy into the
right. And then he's got to do the sort of the crooked finger maniacal laugh thing.
These trees will forever be in beer that's just hard to stomach.
It's easy to stomach. It's hard to taste. It's getting it past the mouth. The mouth is the hard part. After that, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it does not. It definitely fails the quaffable requirement for any beer that I have had. But wow, that is
a word to the wise. If you're ever going to make a spruce tip or like an IPA made with like pine trees or something, resin is not a flavor that people typically dig.
Resin is generally thought of as gross or horrible or so powerful in taste you don't want to taste it anymore. Actually, there's actually a practical use for this beer, and it is this. We don't need to test for COVID anymore in the traditional swab up the nostrils or whatever that is. Just drink this. Give this to people and be like, here, taste this. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, that's pretty good. What did you taste? Actually, it didn't really taste like much. I mean, that right there, dead giveaway. Every single person who was infected. That's how you give them this beer, and they'll be like, if they say, great, awesome. Oh,
I almost wish that I did have COVID so I could drink this a little bit easier.
I like this.
Oh God, there's nothing like the blood of a pine tree just to work its way resiny feel down your throat.
Mr. Needles.
So if you ever see a beer that looks like this can and it says Mr. Needles on the label, run. Don't pick it up. Just leave it where you see it and just let some other sucker pick it up, because wow. I got to say, Mr. Needles, not a fan. And, but you know what? I'm
going to finish it. Okay, Julian just came on. He said he missed the beginning. Well, that's your problem.
No,
it's Mr. Needles. It is a Fir Pale Ale. What has it got in it? It's got resin.
The blood of a Christmas tree. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's got sap.
It's
in
that
it.
bad.
It's like somebody took sweepings from the forest floor and threw that all into the wort.
Yeah, we were
dirt.
Yeah, we were talking about how spruce-tipped stuff is okay, but Mr. Needles, it's like they took the spruce idea and turned it up to 15, and and the face that you make every time you sit, it's like, I'm gonna drink this. It's fine. I'm gonna get through it.
I think I'm gonna have to have one of my ABV
5.3
or 5.3.
It's just not. It's not.
There's no payoff.
Yeah, there's no. The hops can't save it. Really, it's the resin. It's the resin that is really punching you in the face on this one, because I'm just happy I don't have tonsils, so I don't suffer through that.
I keep thinking that in a mouthful, I'm gonna have like a pine needle like in my mouth or something.
It's not a friendly beer. It's a beer that to be honest, I suspect that when they first started creating this monstrosity of beer, they must have thought, okay, this beer is not great. We've overpowered it. It's not awesome. And then somebody said, you know what? We need to have a really terrible beer out there. So let's do it this year. We'll see what happens next year. If we feel like we'll make it again and again and then again. And now this year. Or probably what's really going on is they made like a gazillion gallons of the stuff.
Yes.
And they're just repacking it every year. Dude, how many liters have we got? We're only halfway through. It's year 5.
So there's a theory going around, because you know how everybody gives out what is that, fruitcake at Christmas?
Oh,
nobody ever actually eats it, right?
No.
So they're thinking that there's one fruitcake and everybody just passes it around to each other and re-gifts it every year. Maybe that's the same thing with Mr. Needles. Maybe exactly. We can always dump it in the Advent pack. I think they made like a whole bunch of this thing's gonna sell like hotcakes,
it's
from
so
like
Christmassy.
From 1953, and they're still trying to hawk off.
It is so bad. It is not friendly to my palate. It is not friendly to the smell. Okay. I mean, quite literally, when you opened it up there and you were like the look on your face was like, oh God, why does this beer exist?
Okay, so we're only halfway through this pack. I can say without a shadow of the doubt, this is going to be the worst beer in the pack.
And it's all uphill from here. The next beer tomorrow is going to be something so amazing that we'll just want to drink it every day. But this beer, I have only this much left, and I have to get through it, and because that's the rules. Hey, Peanut Gallery, how's yours doing?
There are children in Ethiopia who don't have beer.
You have much left? Oh, great.
I do like some spruce beers, Julian.
I like some spruce beers. I mean, I've had a few, but this is but here's the thing: this is not a spruce beer at all. This is, I swear, like
I would be very curious. I would be very curious to hear to have Julian try a little bit of that.
All right, Jules, where are you? Come here, man. I'll give you some of my beer.
Because I'd be interested to hear what he thinks.
Hey, Peanut Gallery, do you want to sacrifice some of your beer? Yeah. All right. She hasn't had any yet, so she's, here you go. So hopefully. Yeah, so Julian, come get some. Come get some right now. Meet you right here in front of this camera. Ah, damn it. All right, fine. Put that in the fridge. We're saving it for Julian.
I think I just pulled a pine needle out of my mouth.
Oh God.
All right.
All right, then.
Better days are ahead.
Until tomorrow, day 13, which hopefully will be an amazing beer. Yeah. I'm just looking at the glass going, it's not empty yet.
Yeah.
All right, Alan. Please take it out.